So let's get into this 50 greatest women superstars list. This silly list WWE has released. I have purposefully stayed away from it. I don't know what's on it. We're going to see it from the first time. You'll get my real reactions. And I've seen some stand accounts going nuts. All week they have been going absolutely crazy over where Sasha Banks is going to land on this list. I don't know when Sasha Banks appeared on this list. I muted the whole thing. So after I saw Gail Kim retweet something, so she's on here somewhere. But most people, I don't know where they are. The list is heavily based on in-ring accomplishments, championship victories, and creating legendary moments. Those who primarily made their mark outside of the ring will also be highlighted throughout the series. They don't tell me how much this is weighted. So we're going to start with number 50. Wait, it says, beyond the countdown, a piece was shown celebrating the women of past eras like Wendy Richter, Leilani Kai, the Glamour Girls, Fabulous Moolah, the Jumping Bomb Angels, Sherry Martel, Rockin' Robin, and Mae Young. So I'm guessing they started at a random point in time in history and then just... Okay, 1993. So it started at 1993. Okay, so let's get started and let's see how I'm going to react to this nutty list. And this, I really think we should all take a moment to think about Natalya's mental health, because she's probably not going to be number one. And before I really get into this list, I want to say, Natalya, you're number one in my heart. Number one cat lady in my heart. I don't want her to get too offended, because I know she gets upset about where she ranks on these silly games and stuff like this. So number 50 is Toni Storm. Come on, man. The Cherry Lip Paw Goddess is number 50? The bottom of the list? Did they not watch her entrance? No, I'm kidding. I don't know how they're weighing this, but I'm triggered. I'm not even going to hold you up. I'm triggered. Number 49 is Caitlyn. Oh, that double triggered me, because Caitlyn should probably be under Toni Storm. Kaylee Ray is number 50. Ooh, that's weird. She's been champion like 600 days. But that's NXT UK. Maybe they don't count that. And plus it was a lockdown and all that. Oh boy. 47 is Sonia Deville. Okay. Whoa, that's pretty. Number 46, Shotzi Blackheart. Number 45 is Kelly. Whoa. Kelly over Toni Storm and Shotzi Blackheart. Come on, man. Number 44 is Candice LeRae. I know that made some people mad. She got a lot of stand accounts too. Number 43 is Nikki Cross. Okay. Number 42 is Layla. I love me some Layla. I really do. Number 41 is Ember Moon. Wow. I'm surprised she's so low. Number 40 is Eve Torres. All right. Number 39 is Lacey Evans. Interesting. Number 38 is Jazz. Wow. She is really low on this list. Number 37 is Maurice. Wow. Another one that's really low on this list. Number 36 is Jazz. Number 36 is Nia Jax. That's stunning. I would think Nia Jax would have been higher due to the amount of people who like Nia Jax, but whatever. Number 35 is Bianca Belair. Okay. That's fair, I guess. Probably put her in the 40s somewhere. Number 34 is Carmella. Number 33 is Gail Kim. Okay, no wonder she was surprised they put her in here, because she's higher than Carmella and Bianca Belair. Weird. Number 32 is Jacqueline, which is, that's a crime, dog. Miss Jackie is number 32. That's a crime, baby. Number 31 is Kairi Sane. Number 30 is Naomi. I'm pretty sure the standing house is happy about that. Number 29 is Bull Nakano. Interesting. Bull Nakano should be higher than this. Number 28 is Ivory. Interesting. Number 27 is Molina. Number 26 is the Bella Twins. Whoa. Is it me, or do I feel like they got shafted? I feel like they got shafted. Number 25 is Io Shirai. Okay, that's good. Number 24 is Luna Vachon. Number 23 is the heist of the century. It's Stephanie McMahon. There's no way Stephanie is outside of the top 10. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way you don't put Stephanie McMahon in the top 10. As a performer, Stephanie is fucking phenomenal. If you're talking about achievements in the ring. She's not a good wrestler, and none of the McMahons are great wrestlers except Shane. Shane is actually pretty good. But as a character, as in creating moments, as an authority figure, as a personality, Stephanie is top 10, no doubt, without a shadow of a doubt. Why she's 23, I have no fucking idea. Number 22 is Michelle Mccool. This is also a crime. She should be higher than this. Number 21 is Rhea Ripley. This is nonsense. Okay, this is absolute nonsense. How is Michelle Mccool lower than Rhea Ripley? I don't know. Somebody has to explain that to me in the comment section below. Maybe it's the I don't know. I can't explain it. But Rhea Ripley is pretty high on this list to be somebody who's just debuted this week on Raw. But I know she's already had a WrestleMania match, and she's done some stuff. But we're talking about in-ring accomplishments, moments, and stuff like that. Kaylee Ray should be higher. Now, the only woman that has so far won the NXT title and the NXT Women's title, and the NXT UK Women's title is Rhea Ripley. Okay, so I see why she would be on the list and would be pretty high on the list. But 21, I don't know. Ember Moon won the NXT and NXT Women's Tag Team title. She should probably be higher on the list. She was like in the 40s, wasn't she? Ember Moon was 41. That's kind of, I don't know, man. But I think that Ember Moon and Rhea Ripley are pretty close together. I wouldn't give them 20 spots in between each other. Number 20 is Natalya. Oh my God, somebody please help Natalya. I know she probably saw that and was like, into the notes page, my self-worth is not dictated by Peacock and WWE. She's still pretty high. She's pretty high. Natalya, pretty high. But she's been around for like a decade, so. Number 19 is AJ Lee. Interesting. AJ Lee was good at a time where they didn't care for good. And she was a good personality as well. AJ Lee was a great personality. I think people overrate her in-ring work, but her personality at that point in time when she was all over the show, I hated Raw. I wanted to pull my fucking hair out because AJ Lee was everywhere. She was in every other fucking segment on Raw. That shit was infuriating. Legitimately. But she was a good performer. Number 18 is Shayna Baszler. You have to justify this one to me, dog. We just said that this is based off in-ring accomplishments. Shayna Baszler was the NXT Women's Champion for a long, long, long time. Sure. But she hasn't done anything since. So, I don't know. I don't know how they're weighing this stuff. Number 17 is Paige. Okay. I can accept that Paige is in the top 20. They treat her like she's one of the GOATs. Number 16 is Sable. Miss Brock. That's interesting. Number 15 is Molly Holly. All right. Number 14 is Victoria. Fair. Number 13 is Alexa Bliss. Fair. Number 12 is Mickie James. Ooh. Okay. Number 11 is Beth Phoenix. Oh. Number 10 is Bayley. Yikes. That's fair, I guess. Number 9 is Ronda Rousey. No wonder the standing counts got so upset. Number 8 is Lita. That's surprising. That is surprising. Lita not in the top 5? That is surprising. Number 7 is Alundra Blaze. Number 6 is Sasha Banks. The boss, the standard, the blueprint. Number 6 in everyone's heart. Oh, no wonder the stand account. No wonder I had to mute this shit. The stand accounts was going nuts. Because Sasha Banks. Oh, Sasha Banks. Jesus. I'll finish this list and then I'll say whether it's fair or not. Number 5 is Asuka. Number 4 is Chyna. Number 3 is Becky Lynch. Number 2 is Charlotte Flair. And number 1 is Trish Stratus. Whew. I'm surprised we survived this one, dog. Okay. 1 and 2 are fair. Charlotte and Trish Stratus are fair. Becky Lynch, top 5, top 10, fair. Chyna being where she is, exactly where she is fair. I will put Chyna in at 4. Chyna was revolutionary. I mean, I'm talking like, for her size, her physique, what she was able to do, how she interacted with all the other people. She was tremendous. She was never really a great wrestler or a great promo, but she had a charisma that and she was different. She looked different, and she was presented as being different. She was presented as being a big star. So okay, China's 4. Now Asuka and Sasha Banks. Asuka and Sasha Banks and Lita. We need to have a conversation. Now, Asuka was undefeated in NXT. That would put her high on the list. In the top 5, I don't know. Over Lita, I don't know. The thing is with Lita is that she's such an innovator, and she's such a role model. She's such a role model for a lot of these young women, like the Mia Yims and the Baileys and the Shotzi Blackhearts, and there's so many women that if you ask them like who brought you into wrestling, they would probably say Lita. So that would probably be why she would be higher. And Lita has done some really tremendous stuff. Like when she was in her younger days doing like, even though she didn't do a lot, like she didn't have like a lengthy move set, she was an integral part of, presenting women's wrestling as something that made, that was more than just bra and panties matches and stuff like that. Even though she could, she didn't really do none of that stuff. She could do the sexy stuff, but she didn't have to. She could do like athletic shit. So I probably would have put Lita at number 5 or 6, and probably move Sasha to 7, and probably had Asuka at 6. Now I know that the stand accounts probably would flip out, but I'm not so sure about the whole Becky thing. See, when I did like my ranking the 4 horsewomen thing, I had Sasha at number 2, and I probably still would do that. I know that since then Becky Lynch has taken off, and now she's she's a huge star, and because of that, she probably is gonna. That's why she's number 3, because she's such a huge star. She's a bigger star than Charlotte, if we're being honest. So we probably should have put her number 2, but so that's all questionable. I'm not gonna fight the whole Becky Lynch being number 3 thing, because it's like I see why she's there. It's not a crime though. It's not like a theft was perpetrated upon us. Lita not being in the top 5 though was kind of weird. Asuka could be right outside the top 5, 6 or 7, but I would have put Lita at number 5. That's just personal, personal thing. Alundra Blaze is right where she belongs. Just think about this. If she had not thrown that women's championship in the garbage, right? And even if they just say, okay, look, we can't do the women's division, we got to get rid of it, and she doesn't jump ship to WCW, she waits 2 or 3 years, 97, 98. She gets to come back and work with Luna, and then there's Ivory, then there's Molly Holly, then there's Lita, and then she gets to be there during the formative days of Trish Stratus. She gets to be a much bigger star and a bigger player if she had just waited a couple of years. So she was ahead of her time. So her being number 7 is pretty cool. Some people may, bitch about Mickie James not being in the top 10 or Bayley not being higher, but I think that 10 to 15 is pretty solid. Because Bayley is never going to be a bigger star than Sasha Banks or Becky Lynch or Charlotte or Trish Stratus or Lita or Chyna. She's arguable with Asuka. And Mickie James probably will never be a bigger star than Trish or any of the other ones above her. Alexa Bliss, though, that's a question. Victoria also a question, and Molly Holly is also a question. But I think that the 1 through 5, the only thing I would do was change Asuka. I probably would have put Lita there. From 6 to 10, I probably would have just pushed Asuka to 6 and probably put Lita at 5. From 10 to 15, that's pretty solid. From 16 to 20, I would question Shayna Baszler. Why she's so high. I probably would question Natalya too. I definitely question 21 to 30, because I would have said, what the hell is Rio Ripley doing there? And Stephanie McMahon definitely deserves to be higher on this list. She definitely deserves to be higher on this list. Maybe I was being hyperbolic by saying she was top 5, but she's definitely top 10. She's definitely top 10. Luna was a victim of her time. She just didn't have anybody to work with. Io Shirai is just really getting started. The Bella Twins, I'm surprised they didn't put them higher, because they love the Bella Twins. Molina, okay. Ivory, okay. It wasn't as offensive as I thought it would be. The way the stand accounts was acting, I thought that maybe there was some horrible things taking place, but it wasn't. It's a pretty reasonable list that you could honestly sit down and argue and debate, but there's nothing too offensive. So I think the stand accounts are just being stands. All right, so let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for your time. I'll talk to you guys later. Please send cash to the Cash App if you're interested in sending me an email. Send Mr. Slade84, MRSLADE 84 @gmail.com. Thank you guys for your time, and I'll talk to you guys later.